CEX versus Fish. CEX getting that CT side after winning the ninth round. And John the Observer. Oh, dear. Into the game we go, though. Hopefully starting off on the pistol very, very shortly as well, so we can kick it off with the first map. Hopefully we'll get confirmation on whether the second map is going to be... Well, no, what the second map is going to be shortly, and then we can at least talk about that after this matchup. But obviously, Train's going to be an interesting one as well. It's one of those maps you can't really pug out as much as, you know, maybe a Mirage or a Cash or a Dust 2, and you kind of need a lot of strategy behind it. And I mean, already Fish are showing something up their sleeve as they have gone for the double nade bite on the pistol round as well. Rattlesnake going to be buying up that Molotov. That's typically used for post plant on the B up area, and Mole as well with a smoke. So maybe they've got a trick up their sleeve.
Yeah, we are going to be waiting to see them pushing in. Molotov already thrown out. Rattlesnake, well, goodbye, my friend. He is down and out, and we are going to look to see what the rest of the team can do. Now, he was a bit of a decoy. The Molotov, not really sure if that was just to try and fake them out or what, but he has actually rotated, or the rest of the team have rotated. He's dead, of course, so either way, we're looking at the rest of the team getting up ready to set up, and while Rezu's already waiting in position, the flash will go down, but he's still fine to kill.
Yep, so first frag coming out from the CT, so second frag coming out from the CT side. The bomb, though, regardless, is going to go down the site. Rezu steps up again. That's 2 kills in the bag. The bomb, though, planted, so guaranteeing the money, at least for the second round here. We are going to see some refrags done on the side of Fish, but they've got so many players to deal with, like the double push, though. 2 players pushing up towards the CT side, and Brody at least does return things. Smooya finishing it off as well. CEX pick it up, but it was looking a little bit dicey at one point in the round. Regardless, Fish bomb down on the pistol. That's something very typical we see on Train if you go for a fast B play. They're going to eco this one out and then likely buy up in the third as well, which is what we'd like to see. But CEX with a nice start here, considering they are supposedly, I guess, in your eyes, the underdogs.
What?
That's not meant as an insult. And
Don't throw me under the bus.
Yeah.
In your eyes.
And in the standings, I guess they're one place below.
Yeah,
so
and the standings. Yeah. But you never know. We'll see what they can do, of course. Anything can happen versus mixed teams. It's sort of like when you watch FaZe. Like, they can be the best team, like beat anyone, and then they could lose to someone who you would not expect them to lose to.
I wouldn't say they can beat anyone.
Well, they don't know. Okay. Say, for example, the example I'll give, they played against the old SK. They beat them 2-0. 2 hours later, they played them again, lost 16-0 on Cobble. Like, it makes no sense. So we'll see whether or not which Fish is going to turn up, and whether they will get fried.
I like it. But the B play going to come out, the only utility used over towards the lower area. We have Fish ready to push out into this one. One player in lower, he's going to get naded. That's Weber. The rest of them pushing right into this upper position as well. Weber being the first to call out. They may be able to get a bomb plant as well, and they will. That's going to be massive money for the next round. That's going to really allow an AWP if they need it. And of course, a few more bits of utility here and there as well. So nothing too massive. We're not expecting anything really, but Cryptics does show us something. However, it's only going to be one. Rezu trades, and that's going to be CEX to pick up the second. But still, a bit of economy damage there from Fish, who only invested in a couple of pistols and actually took out 2 of these CT players.
And got a bomb plant.
Yeah.
Now, that's always going to help, especially when it comes to a map like Train. When you're looking at that AWP, it can come in if needed. Rattlesnake just about has enough to get it with Kevlar as well, and that's exactly what he's going to do. However, Smooya, man I've heard so much about, and Thomas, in fact. I like his name. And we're going to see that come in too.
Biased.
Why is that?
Because you're called Tom. That's his nickname. His real name is Dave. I don't know why he has his nickname as Dave.
Well, you could have said Hugo.
Yeah.
But then again, he wants to move away from that name if it was his name.
Thanks. BM. Rattlesnake, though, kicking things off. He's going to be able to find a pick out of A main just to start off the round. CEX with no real rebuttal to this. But as I say, that's Smooya. Great angle there. Finds himself a refrag, and that is going to be the AWP dropped on the side of Fish. They can retrieve it, of course, but the rest of the players are towards this B upper, with the exception of Cryptics, Mole, just outside of that Ivy area. But still, unlikely that Fish are going to be really picking this one up. We don't see many players on Fish here really take the AWP as much as Rattlesnake to an extent. Obviously, we can see a lot of double AWPs on most teams, but I honestly wouldn't know who would be second behind Rattlesnake in terms of picking up the AWP.
Yeah, it might be Mole. I think we did actually see him pick it up once or twice yesterday, but that was on Dust 2, and that's not really a map where
anyone struggles.
Yeah, it's sort of like most people know how to walk the map, most people know the angles, so it could have just been that map in general. But either way, it's still a 4 versus 4 at the moment. 50 seconds left on the clock, and the T's, well, they've had quite a few bomb plants. I wouldn't be overly surprised if they managed to get another. It does look like Smooya, well, he's completely moved his position, that's for sure. He's gone all the way over to the other side of the map and possibly even going to go for a pick.
Oh, Devil, though. Aggressive position going to catch out Pickles here, waiting for a refrag, but nothing will present itself. And now these teams are distracted. Smoothie is going to be pushing up towards the B upper play position, trying to make a play, but nothing will come down. Fish sending their last 2 players into the A site, but Rezu's going to be right and ready with that AWP. Picked up from the body of Thomas and getting himself another pick onto Weber. This is just 1 by 1. Fish falling apart. And with 20 seconds left, there's just nothing they can do here. Mole sneaks himself out of Ivy, but he only catches 1 here for his troubles. The bomb's nowhere near the site as well. They have to hurry up and
look at the weaponry on the CT side.
They're already saving.
Triple orbs at the moment. They've just picked up an extra one that they found on Rattlesnake. As you said, the save will come in, and that's going to be the end of the round. So will be another for CEX. They've started quite nicely, actually. Well, obviously they're going to drop one of those AWPs because I think that might be a little bit overzealous. Although this is a map where you can pull off cheesy strats like that. AWPs, auto snipers. It's not that uncommon to see them come in on train. Rezu starting very strong as well. I think that's going to be important because although we have highlighted Smooya as the player that seems to be one of those hot prospects in the UK scene at the moment, definitely want to see the other players step with him. It's difficult to carry a game on your own, especially on train.
Yeah, definitely on the CT side as well. That is always a difficulty, and starting off on the CT side they are. But Fish are going to be starting to make a bit of a play towards this pop dog area with Rattlesnake pushed up as well with a teammate right behind, a couple of players outside of A main and a bit of Ivy control in the hands of Cryptic. So this is just looking like a standard A split with some smokes over from the main area. But already Rezu is going to be dropping into the jaws of the beast here. He spots out both of them, bides his time and goes to the kill. Takes down Weber. They know there's a second player there. His teammates are going to be able to support. It's all going to be on Rattlesnake now, who only finds 1. Does have the bomb though, however, not any armor and only a flashbang to his name. The B site's still got control in the hands of Smooya, and he's going to miss a shot. That's not what you should be missing here in this situation. Rattlesnake may be able to catch him out, and he re-peeks, goes for another, but Smooya missing a lot of key bullets here. It's going to be Rattlesnake committing to the bomb plant. Smooya doesn't deny. Yes, he does. That's going to be in time. CEX. I'm going to make that mistake all day. I'm going to pick up the 4th round on the board, and Fish, with no bomb plant, their money is going to be a little bit impacted.
You call them CeX instead.
No, that's even worse.
Weber will be buying. Rattlesnake got the AWP once again, so a couple of extra kills probably helped him quite a bit in terms of actually getting some armor behind it, so that's something at least. Of course, a bit of a slow start for a couple of the players over on Fish, but nothing to worry about just yet. Thomas will be getting that AWP once again, and well, the double up setup seemingly exactly what CEX want.
Indeed. Smooya again, though, aggressive position. No one spotted out the last round, so he can definitely try it again. Oh, catches Weber, but he's not going to be able to hit the shot. Weber tags him down to 30 in the meantime, and he just backs off safely here. Rattlesnake's over in main. No real aggression from the CT side, other than a bit of a push up towards the edge of main. That is going to be Singo, and Thomas as well, kicking off the round. That's going to be the first kill for the CT side. We see Singo again pushing into A main. This is going to work massively. 2 kills. Now in the favour of the CEX side, and he doubles it down again. Another frag onto Pickles. Cryptics and Weber left to try and trade things out, but they aren't going to be able to do so. CEX is playing so passively here. The bomb is dropped in the hands of them as well, so this just makes things even more difficult.
Yeah, it really isn't looking too good so far. In terms of early picks, they're all going the way of the CT side. Cryptics, well, he's going to get taken down as well, peeking out, and the bomb, well, now left on the floor. Weber, last man left alive, and he's just got to hope somebody makes a mistake, and he still gets caught out by Devil in the end. Yeah, really nice round, actually. He gets 4 kills overall, yet to die. That's always a nice little ploy to have, and, well, already we are moving into our 6th round.
We are indeed. So, Fish not really being able to invest too much into this one. They could go for some kind of quasi, knowing that the loss bonus is going to favour them, meaning that they'll have a full buy-up in the next, but into this round specifically, it isn't really going to be a whole lot invested. Some Deagles, Tech 9, a few bits of armour, and some utility. So nothing really too heavy. Attempted to try and get a bomb down maybe, but that will literally be it here for Fish. They're not really expecting a round. I don't think CEX are going to give it to them as well. Rezu, though, he's going to kill the round with a really nice position. Maybe able to catch out a few.
Yeah, they are sort of spread out across the map at the moment. It doesn't look like they're overly dedicated. Could be trying to pull out a fake. There's still a couple of players over towards the B site, but the push about to come in by the looks of things from Rattlesnake. Now he's waiting over towards A main. On the other side of things, we have a couple of players in Ivy.
Something really slow, a really slow play though from Fish. Not committing to anything very fast. We've got Rattlesnake trying to find himself an opener to at least force a rotation, but that is pretty much it. The bomb looks like it's pretty much committed towards his A site, so there's not going to be much I can do up against so many AWPs with just pistols. You can already see a bit of a mess coming in the way of Fish. They are going to be just left down to one player instantly. It's all on Mole, and while he may be able to catch out one, it's unlikely he'll be able to get too much more.
Yeah, no, that was nice and easy in the end from Smooya, not missing a single shot, and, well, they clean things up. And look at the money already. It's only really Rezu with a bit of a weak economy. The rest of them with almost 10k plus. I suppose Smooya's a little bit behind, but I still think he's going to be okay buying into the next couple of rounds. Now, in terms of the Ts, they are back. They've got the AWPs in play. You wondered about a double AWP. It's not going to be Mo. It's going to be Cryptix picking up the secondary. Of course, Rattlesnake still on that primary AWP, and he's going for that early pick. In fact, both of them are. They're just trying to work the pick play, I guess, because the set plays aren't really working. Although, they haven't actually done too many smoke setups as of yet. Waiting to see if they could just push onto the site, get the bomb down on A, and fall back to some passive positions. Rattlesnake. Oh, he should have connected the shot there. Player on top of the train, and he gets given a freebie and doesn't manage to catch him out.
Yeah, but no trade here from this original pick, and CeX once again coming into this round with a massive lead. Smooya's going to double it as well. He takes down Pickles. Rattlesnake may be able to catch up some aggression. He will, but an instant trade there from Body. Pushed up on top of the train. Going to get 2 as well. That's Mole dropping, and Weber, once again, the last man standing here, he gets caught out because Rezu, he's pushing all the way up towards B upper. CeX, they are kicking this off on fire right now. 7-0. Fish, the issue with having a maxed out loss bonus, at least in terms of this matchup, is Fish aren't getting any bombs down. So they're having 3.4k per round, plus any kills they get. But if you combine that with a bomb plant, that you know, makes it enough to have a buy. But they can't combine it with a bomb plant because they're not getting a bomb plant. So you can see their money every round is low, 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 low. And eventually they'll get a couple of kills and buy up an AWP. But that is pretty much it. So they are going to be on a pistol, a Galil, and 3 AK. So really not the best remedy for success. And Thomas, he's going to be kicking it off at least on the right
Pickles
side
is on the
CT
board.
side. Yep, Pickles' first kill.
He's no longer James Pickles. Either way, Rattlesnake, Cryptix, they're starting to step up here. They managed to find a couple of kills, of course, quite tagged. Maybe this nade could do a little bit of extra damage. Rattlesnake going to go for the plant. Doesn't seem to do too much, but they are throwing out quite a lot of utility towards Rattlesnake. He peeks as well, and, well, it will grab the information. That's at least something, but Cryptix is still looking in the other direction, and I'm not really sure why. Smoothie's been boosted up. Maybe able to find a little bit of information, but he can't see through, well, unless he's got something that he's not allowed to have. Rezu looking for the kill, but not managing to find anything either. And while at the moment this is looking pretty bleak, Weber is going to grab one, surely. Smooya straight through the smoke, and no, actually Pickles will steal it away. 0 kills for the first few, but eventually he gets 3.
Now we go into the issue of CeX having a chance to upset this one and bringing it back down to the $1,400 loss bonus for Fish with a reset. And that is very likely as well. The money on CeX is just so great. They're going to be able to buy up before. We got 4 rifles, an AWP, plenty of nades to work with. And Fish, yeah, they have got a surmountable buy on the other hand, but still, they are up against a team that's 7-1 them so far. So I haven't got a whole lot of hope, but let's see how it goes out. Rezu's going to get very aggressive up towards B upper. The smoke going to at least cover this position so they can't see where he is, and Weapon just jumping right in there. Great shot. Going to be able to find the first pick, and now we're likely going to see Fish just capitalize on this pick and run in towards B. It's very unlikely that we see CT stack towards his B site, and Cryptix, he's wreaking havoc. AWP, 2 kills in the bag. He goes for a 3rd as well. It's all on Smooya now, and he has to pull out a 1 versus 4 in the bag, and I don't think it's going to happen. Pickles takes him down. And Fish, they don't get reset, which is very important.
Yeah, quite a fast play as well, which seemed to work wonderfully for them, pushing onto that B site, and Cryptix just able to set himself up after the bomb goes down and pick up quite a few kills. So that just worked exactly how it was supposed to. They do the damage. They still haven't broken that economy though. That's the big problem. They keep finding extra rounds just because of how much money they were able to build up after the first 7. Of course, they are on the CT side, the favored side of the map, so can't really go too far one way and say CeX are in too much trouble just yet. But the same can be said for Fish. If they win this round, they're going to break that economy, although there will be 2,400 added in to the CeX account. But they're still on that T side, and, well, they get to sort of 5, maybe even 6 rounds, they're sort of going to be fine with that.
Yeah, but then CeX reaching into their pockets for the pennies here just to try and force up a last buy. It needs to work out in their favour. First kill going to go the way of Pickles, so finally we see a pick favouring the Fish side, but it will be traded quickly back by Thomas, and Rattlesnake and Pickles again coming in with more. We do have Smooya though pushing in through the smoke round. Ivy drops the bomb in his hands, and this is massive now because Fish, they have no control. With the crossfire set up from Rezu as well, he doesn't peek into this one, he just waits for them to push towards him. This is surely going to be around for CeX, but again, Fish do have the man advantage, which is one danger we have to look out for, and it just is going to depend on whether Smooya over peaks in this one. He has a player to typically do so, but it usually works out this time. It doesn't. Cryptix takes him down. Rezu does trade, but that's only 1 kill to his name. Makes it 2. The last player's on the electrical box. He gives away his position with a shot, and Pickles with only 30 HP left. Rezu may be able to clutch this one out. Walks into the angle, and Pickles gets it. That's going to be the round for Fish. Very important as well. Will shut down the money of CeX. Now you can see they really don't have a whole lucrative buy out of them.
Well, that's the difference has been Pickles. It's literally been Pickles. He's had 7 kills in 3 rounds after getting none, and just stepped up in the last couple. You see it in that round. He manages to clutch out the final kill. I think he may have got a triple as well. And, well, obviously we saw a nice round coming out from Cryptix at the same time, but just a couple of players coming up, finding a few crucial frags, and not losing so many players early on. I think that's been the big thing. And now we look at the economy of this CT side. Well, Rezu, he's going to try and take this into his own hands. Goes very aggressive, looking for that first. Matt managed to get it just about, but quickly traded out by Cryptix and his Deeg.
Smooth, you're talking about Deegs. He's on his own. Pushed up towards that upper position, will finally back down off of the ladder though as he realises he can't really find a great angle. The issue is, for Fish, is we got a stack on the B site. 3 players still remaining. However, they haven't committed to it. It's only going to be Rattlesnake just probing this area. And once he spots out the 3 players that are on the site, he's likely going to be rotating here. So he peeks out of upper, clears this angle. That's going to be Brody going straight down and no refrag. He backs off. That's so smart from Rattlesnake, not committing and not going down and just putting it back into a 4-on-3. And now we see the rotation for Fish. They're hitting the A site.
Yeah, they pulled away. I think that's smart. It will be Cinder to grab one, so that is at least something. And he's managed to get himself a rifle, and so is Smooya. They both have armor, so maybe they're going to try and challenge this one. Of course, Smooya actually sprang into the wall. A bit of an interesting decision. Gives away his position to the opposition. And now we wait to see if they're actually going to challenge this.
Oh, no.
Miles in such a good position. Worked out exactly where they're going to be. Stops the rotation, but doesn't manage to find the kill. He should at least give the information over to his teammates. I don't know if he spotted the second player, but that will be at least something for them to play with. And he has heard the ladder now. Cinder making as much noise as possible, but Miles still not going to be able to capitalize on his position. Can Cinder do anything? No, he can't. Pickles again to finish off this round. And I think him and Cryptic stepping up have definitely been a huge difference. But now we see the buy. Now the T's have managed to win a few in a row, 4 in fact. We haven't seen a sort of interchange of rounds the whole game at the moment. So no problem for the T's to buy up, even though they lose a couple of players. We will see the AWP stick on Cryptix. And on the other side of things, well, there's only going to be one man holding it this time, and I don't think there's a surprise to see this Smooya.
As per usual, but this time Fish are switching up the pace. They're going for a really fast A play. This may actually catch some of them off guard. You can see already Rattlesnake is going to be pushed all the way out towards this blue train. He does get tagged out just in his legs, crippled a little bit down to 29 HP, but Weber going to be tagging up towards B. Still, this push is yet to really fully come through for the Fish side. They're going to be flashing themselves through smoke. Sometimes not the best idea when you don't have players to trade. The Cryptic's going to be able to drop Thomas there just through the edge of said smoke, and Brody and Cinder, they're going to be holding off this site for the time being. It's all onto Fish with 2 players remaining, and while Weber will at least try and alleviate a bit of pressure off of the side of this T side, it's still going to be a man deficit here for them.
Yeah, wait for the T's to actually make their move, though. I'm looking at Cryptix. If he can find this pick, oh, Smooya. He's given an opening, doesn't manage to capitalize, and that could have been the round done and dusted. Now Cryptix has a chance, but Smooya's still hitting shots, and, well, it leaves it down to just one man. Manages to find the first and the second. Okay, Cryptix looking to try and take this round by storm. It's just Rezu left, and it's a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy for him, as he doesn't really know where Cryptix is exactly. He could have even rotated towards this B site, to be honest. The time is still quite heavily in the favor of this Terrorist player, whereas he's just going to be holding on, waiting. Cryptix does have the AWP, which will reduce, obviously, the amount of bullets he has to spray out before he gets a kill. But clearing all these angles, this is going to be the worst possible part. Very open one. Rezu spots him and catches out his legs as well. Worst angle for Cryptix to take there. Going to be going down. CeX pick up another round, and that will be an 8-4 now. So finally, after a streak of 4 rounds for the Fish side, they do eventually get put down to a loss, but they can still buy. They've got this money left in their bank, and it will be a decent one at that. So
this is the break round.
Yeah, this is a very important one. Whoever loses this is going to be on the eco.
Yeah, and the thing with that is we could even see the difference between an 8-7 and 11-4 coming out in this round alone. So it is going to be that hard reset for whoever loses. The T's have a little bit of extra cash, but not anything too crazy. And already we're going to see the loss of Weber. Nice pick from Smooya, going very aggressive. He's going to go for a second repeat and finds it as well. Just styling at this point on the B side. They're not going to go in this direction anymore, as this one man has shut them down.
Oh my god, running through the Molotov, ballsy play. He shoots a dead body, so not really a player he should be aiming for, but eventually he's going to give away his position.
Have you not heard of the double tap?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like with zombies, you always shoot them twice, just in case. You don't want them to get back up again.
That's a good point. Brody, though, is going to have to hold off this impending push. Catches out one. We have Cinder as well. Aggressive and main, as he has always been with the P90, his weapon of choice. Working out wonders. Cryptix does trade things out, but it's looking like the reset is going to go in the favor. Wait, what? What? Smooya? He's insane. He should be playing for Flipside. He just shot it through the wall. Yeah. Oh my god. That is phenomenal. I've never seen such a play. Regardless, that's a way to lose a round. Fish are going to be on the pistols this time, so really not looking good for them at all. And CEX, they're looking ready to close out the rest of this half, and it's not too far ahead of them as well. So let's see how it turns out. The push into the B site going to go very, very fast. Pickles at least trades out that first pick, but it's going to be a 4 versus 4 regardless here. CEX, once again, going to be holding down this site, but the bomb eventually gets planted, and these T's are going to be getting into their post plants.
Yeah, they're so low. They're already tagged down. Cinder going to be looking to push aggressively, gets blinded but still manages to find the kill. He's got a what to his right and still going to catch as well. Pickles low enough on HP. Mole, he's gone aggressive. He's trying to challenge this one, but it looks like he's going to fall. Well, it doesn't matter. The bomb's going to get defused either way. Can he take a couple with him? No, just one. And that's going to be it for that round, 10-4. And, well, the bomb plant will actually secure them a bye, so that's at least something. It's not going to be a particularly good one. You can already see Weber and Rattlesnake struggling a little bit. Mole going to go for a glass cannon AWP, so we've now seen 3 different AWPers for this Fish side, and well, I can understand in this circumstance because he couldn't really drop it, otherwise he'd have to go either on the Deeg or just go glass cannon over on an AK. Yeah,
not the kind of situation we want to be in, but it is the last of the half, meaning that you really don't have any other choices. Mole's actually going to be making it work, though, with the first pick of the round. We do have an attempted trade come out onto Brody, but nothing, or attempted refrag, sorry, coming out to Brody, but nothing coming out again. Cinder makes a bit of havoc on this A site, but Fish very, very slow to push out and trade this one. Going to allow Cinder to back off into his natural position here, which means that this trade is going to be very, very late here. However, he's still aggressive, but dangerous, and he will get caught out. That's going to be Cryptic to find him. Thomas at the back of the lines. He's going to be able to find one more, though. So as long as he can keep this going and take a second to at least put the man advantage back in their favor, it could be great, and he will do so. In fact, Mole trading things out there, and we're back into a 2-on-2.
Yeah, Weber with the Deeg. Player very low. Brody, well, not even going to spot him, and that will be Rezu in a 1 versus 2. Positioning isn't bad, especially for the position of the bomb. He might actually be able to catch one off, especially when Weber's pushing in his direction. That's going to be the first. Now it's down to Mole. He has an AWP, but he's glass cannon, so if he misses a shot, he's almost inevitably dead. And we're just looking at Rezu here, trying to find something. Nade not going to go in the right direction. He has no idea. Mole's going to go all the way around behind him, and this should be it. He has a great angle on the bomb as well, and he's completely baited Rezu into submission. I think he knows it as well. There's no way Rezu should be able to win this round from this point onwards, and he's just explored all the way around the map. He's going on a little hunt, and he's not going to find any eggs.
But he thinks he's already cleared this back position, but Mole's actually pushed himself back into it. So trying to stick the bomb, Mole denies. That could have been scary, though. If that flash went through a second earlier, Mole wouldn't have hit that shot. Regardless, we are going to see it picked up by Fish. Very, very important round for them as well. Going to be able to put it into 10-5. And now we go into the second half with the pistols starting off. So a very important pistol round for Fish, most especially here, who are going to be fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, no, the pistol's going to be absolutely crucial. We can see the difference between a 13-5 going back all the way to 10-8, and then on a 10-8, you're on the CT side. It really isn't going to be too much of a problem. We are now waiting to see whether or not the CT pistol is going to be anything to Idler. Now, this is an aggressive push already with the smoke. A lot of players over towards Ivy at the same time, so maybe there is an avenue here to actually get him behind. Everybody rotating over towards that A site other than Weber, who is just going to stick around for a second, but they've taken so much map control. Mole, he is going to hit the first headshot. Looking for the second as well. Can he line up a third? Yes, he can. And he makes it look easy, just tapping away. However, there is a rotation, and maybe there's still an opportunity for a bomb plant. That's probably more than expected, and well, never mind. Weber will tap both of them away. The patience that he had to just stay over on that B site while the rest of his teammates got attacked.
After a shaky T side, Fish pick up a flawless pistol, which is definitely how you want to go into this second half. Retaining some of the armor, obviously meaning that they only have to spend 350 on head armor if they didn't get tagged up in the previous round, which is, you know, only a small detail, but it saves them 650, so important nonetheless. And CEX forcing up after no bomb plant was found, at least, so they are going to be on this pistol armor by Smooya, saving a little bit for the AWP as he just invests in a Deagle, but still, that should limit the fact that he can buy up an AWP unless he gets 2 bomb plants here in both their ecos. So let's see how it goes at least, but regardless, Fish are going to be ready for this one. They have a couple of rifles to play with, mainly SMGs here, and these are going to be easily used to take out these armorless players, or at least head armorless players on the hands of Thomas and Smooya.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but at the same time, there's not a whole lot of range over on this CT side. Maybe they can at least get a bomb plant, because that's the thing. If you do go towards the B site and you don't get a bomb plant, really you've made a mistake. It's very, very easy to do. The reason people don't just rush in that direction every time, you think, oh, well, bomb plant's easy. Why don't you just go there? It's the most retakeable site in the game, statistically, and even if you just watch it as a map, you can just tell the way that you have to hold on to this. Most of the time, my favorite method at least, is to just continue the aggression on. You don't just sit back and wait for the CTs, because if they have the nades, which in this case they sort of do, do. Weber with his Incendiary is going to be the prime, but they're not going B. They're going to go for this A site. They've gone out quite close, and maybe they can try and take this, but they need to get a little bit closer. At least the D can go with some range, and a nice shot from Thomas will give them one. They're actually cleaning this up quite well, and they've managed to get close and personal where these pistols really are valuable. The last couple of players, well, they've only got SMGs anyway. The rifle already picked up by Birdie.
Great angle as well. He may be able to catch these players out as they start to push in through connector. If he goes to the peak, however, it is very dangerous considering he's very low HP. We also got a player on upper. That's going to be Cinder, so he can at least hold the crossfire onto these players. There's surely nothing that Fish can do. They're littling down the time here. Weber and Rattlesnake finally pick up a kill each. Smoothie trade, and it's all going to be on Rattlesnake. Jumps on the site, but he's not aware of Cinder. Over from the heavens, takes him down. And yeah, I mean, just to talk a little bit about what you were mentioning on the B site. The issue with the B site, especially, not so much an issue as in it should be fixed, but one of the reasons it's so hard to hold as a T is on almost every map, pretty much every site, you can get a bomb plant. You can hold it from somewhere far away. If you plant default on B, which is obviously just behind the train as you push out of the ramp, there's nowhere to hold it from unless you stay on the site. There's nowhere you can sit far away and still have it in your vision unless you move closer. That's the thing. You have to sit on the bomb, or you have to play upper, which even so is a horrible angle. Okay.
So yeah, a lovely shot.
The B site very hard to hold is basically what we're trying to say. But regardless, let's see how this round works for CEX. They are going to be putting it back into a 3-on-3, and they will fast push up towards the A site here.
Yeah, Mole going to go for the flash. He will actually catch, and that's going to be Thomas down. Already they're seemingly bringing this one back, and I was about to say when this round started, okay, we were saying how they won the pistol. This is going to be the chance for them to come back, but they've lost the follow-up. What are the chances of them now doing this? Is going to be very, very difficult. Well, now it's down to one. Cinder, he does have the only rifle still in play. He's going to go for a different plant. I actually quite like this because it gives him a different angle on the bomb. Yeah,
you can hold that from a far range position as well, which is what's so important about retaking a site. It's going to be great in clutch situations, but Mo, look at this angle. The timing is going to be so terrible for Cinder here. And what? He hits the shot regardless. Okay. Mo goes down. It's all on Pickles here. Gives away his position, but he at least gets the information as a trade peeks out again. The Pickles returns, and that will be the clutch found from Fish. Back up to 7 rounds, but at a very costly one as well.
Yeah, it seems to be like most of the times where we see like 3v1s, it's not just going to be easy for Fish. They're not just like coming into this and you're going, okay, that's it. They've got a 3v1. The round's over. Every single time they seem to lose 2 and then win the round. So a little bit of a scary prospect at the moment for Fish. They need to start stringing some rounds together. But of course, well, we speak about the economy and we speak about that round. They get the bomb down. So the T-side are actually coming back at them once again, and they have an AWP onto Smooya.
They do indeed. Smooya, the man of the hour, is going to be peeking very fast into A. Help with a B-hop there. Not going to be able to catch anyone out. Pickles just crosses the line, but he gets away with his life. Surprising as that may seem. And no frags coming out just yet here. The picks haven't been found either way. We can already see Smooya's backed off a little bit. He doesn't want to fully commit to this angle, knowing that these CTs can be in whatever real position they want. So he's just going to be taking a more passive one as the smoke comes down over his position. However, aggression from Rattlesnake.
Ooh, Rattlesnake almost caught, but he crouches and managed to catch out Cinder. Thomas looks like he's about to go for a repeat and just about gets away with his life. That seems to be like the 3rd or 4th time now that Mole has been in a spot where he has the advantage and just seems to make a slight miscalculation on the angle to take, and he will lose his life as well. Smooya going for the pick. Rattlesnake is down. There goes the AWP, and well, we're left with very limited utility. Only Weber with anything to play with, and we're going to lose Cryptics in the meantime. It is just trades. It's still a 3v2, but it's all favoring the T side, and once again, they're going to grab one more and leave it down to just a 1v3.
It's so back and forth right now. There's no clear winner of this match.
Let's see if Weber gets 2.
Yeah. Always possible, but he is going to be...
Will the trend be broken?
No, he's going to be saving, it seems. That's the thing, you know, these rounds have been back and forth. If we look at the scoreboard, you can see already, although we are only 3 rounds into this half, it's been 1 CT, 1 T, 1 CT. So either way, neither team has really been able to rack up rounds together, which makes it really hard to make it have a stable economy, obviously, because you can't, you know, keep your players alive so they don't have to rebuy every round. However, this may just be the point where CeX start to take a bit of a lead as Fish really don't have too much money into the next round, which is going to be a real issue.
That's the AWP.
That's important, though.
That's the AWP. If he can get that, then I wouldn't be surprised if they actually buy back up into this. They are going to be holding the angle. I think he wants to fall back just so he doesn't die to the bomb, and then we'll push in and grab that AWP, and that's exactly what was needed.
Both of the T's went down with a bomb there. They were both playing Ivy. That's a bit silly.
Yeah, and, well, I would... After seeing that, I kind of want them to force. I think it might be a little bit of a risky one. He's actually going to drop it over to CryptX. Not going to go for too much either, so they aren't really risking this one. But if they did, they had the good opportunity to actually break the T economy. Instead, they will be saving for a buy. But you have to remember, in the next round anyway, they're still not going to have much more than this. They're only going to have an extra, what, 1900?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Unless they win.
I mean, I'd like to think that wouldn't happen, but so far the round is playing out to be so. They still have the AWP on CryptX as well, although no armor left on these players. We can already see Mole taking advantage of his close range pistol and going to be getting into a close range here. Rattlesnake pushing up to support just to create a distraction with that USP. Not going to be great in terms of damage, but can at least punch some bullets there as we see this push come through. Rattlesnake very early, the flank not working out for Pickles. He goes down. CryptX unable to get one with the AWP. Brody peeks into it. Very clever from him, knowing that obviously the AWP shot had been missed, so he had a couple of seconds before he could be ready to re-peek and re-fight. But regardless, CeX are going to pick it up. That is going to be a 13-7 scoreline. And now, again, the money on Fish, as you mentioned, 1900, not very good.
Yeah, so it's a bit odd that they didn't force that one, considering how low the economy was. I do kind of understand it, but now they have to save twice to get back into this, and they're letting CeX get all the way to 14, so only needing 2 rounds. And so far, it's been so backwards and forwards, the 2 rounds doesn't really seem like it's going to be possible for Fish to hold that off. Mole up close. Cinder's going to take that one all day, and Thomas already finding another in the meantime. Smooya with, yeah, I was about to say a missed shot, but it didn't last very long, and CryptX just doesn't even react. He's just going to push out and find almost every single player. There's only one left, Weber. He's burning, and Thomas will cook him to the crisp.
Tasty stuff, and again,
batter him up, you know.
Yeah. Again, this time a flawless round for CEX as they pick up their 14th. One off of match point, so this is the make or break. I mean, already we're seeing a very dominant scoreline on the way of CeX, but regardless, look at Fish's money. It's again terrible, and while the loss bonus is up to 2,900 after losing, or yeah, 2,900 after losing this one.
Got it right, don't worry.
Yeah, thank you. Got the maths. It's not going to be the buy coming out for them in the upcoming round, so this is basically the lost round. If they don't win this one, they've lost the match.
And that's not going to help. It will be a quick trade. Mole on the AWP. Peek coming out. He tries to get both. Actually gets the far player, so maybe not so bad. But Rattlesnake with the rifle has managed to find 2. Mole looking to peek over towards Ivy.
In chat, CryptX put, what, Thomas? Accident?
I don't think that's what he put.
Oh, close.
Weber is going to catch both. Wait, don't really know why Rezu didn't check that spot at all.
He just gave away his position by getting a previous kill anyway.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I don't know why Rezu didn't check where Weber was. It was really odd. But either way.
Counter-Strike guy.
I play Counter-Strike
every day.
Please stop.
I play Counter-Strike.
No, that's not the cue to continue going. Either way.
I agree.
I agree with the
getting
producer.
Cut off if I sing that song again. Maybe you should cut Tom's mic off the cast. Maybe it get a bit better.
That's just rude. It can't get any worse than your singing.
That's a good point. I'll give that to you. See, you really need to be mic'd up to the stream so they can hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's far more entertaining than
I think we need to move away from this because at the moment Fish are getting absolutely decimated by this A main push. Rezu is going to find one. He's continuing his push round, and they've got a flank coming in from Ivy. Mole, he's trying to do the work. There's a lot of low players again on this T side, and maybe Weber can line them up. He sees the second as well. Can't quite connect, but gets it eventually. Unfortunately, in the meantime, Smooya and Cinder, they finish things off, and that's going to be 15-8. One more round is needed. Fish, they don't even have a goodbye coming up. It's going to be the Quasi.
Well, technically they do have a goodbye. Goodbye to CEX, because they are going to be losing this first map, it seems. They have only pistols and 1 rifle on Rattlesnake. Don't tell me that's a bad pun. You make way more than me. I'm allowed a couple. But yeah, the round really looking already in the favour of CEX, despite not seeing a pick. And there we go. There's the first pick. Smooya, he's going to execute Pickles there. Headshot comes in. Brody holding off this B aggression, which we may see. Oh, CryptX reaction shot inbound. He's going to be able to find a headshot and a rifle to play with now. They can push up, but CEX, they have to adjust to this one. They have to push onto the A side very fast, and they will. Cinder and Thomas both going to be picking up kills. Weber may get shot through the smoke, but instead he flashes through. Regardless, goes down, and it's all on CryptX.
Yeah, it is the one. He is the one. And he has to try and bring this back. I don't really see it happening. Neither does Smooya. He's just called GG. I don't really blame him at this point, but we are going to see CryptX trying to do something here. He has himself... No, he doesn't have a kit. He has a lot of utility, but he doesn't have a kit, and that should make it impossible. Smooya going to finish things off, and, well, that was just quite easy.